Hi, I'm Doug Lynch, owner of A1 Basement Solutions in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, on the web at a-1basements.com. I'm here today with my good friend, the water-powered emergency sump pump. The water-powered sump pump is designed to give you pumping capacity when your regular electrical-powered sump pump goes out. You already have a regular sump pump that's powered by electricity, and as we know, sometimes the electricity can go out. So this unit is installed on top of your regular sump pump. We have a plumber comes in and runs new plumbing right up to this point. So he's a licensed master plumber, and he brings the water supply right up to here. This is a backflow preventer, which prevents sump water from being reintroduced back into the house. Now, your regular pump is just going along, and then the power goes out. So the level in the pit begins to rise. When it does, it lifts up this float, which opens a gate valve in the unit, and that allows the city water to start to flow through. It creates a vacuum inside the box. So for every 1 gallon of city water that we use, we vacuum 2 gallons out of the pail, and then all 3 are discharged up out of the house. An average basement has a vertical lift of 8 feet. At an 8-foot vertical lift with 60 pounds of water pressure, this unit will pump 1,020 gallons of water per hour, hour after hour, day after day if necessary, long after a battery would have been dead and gone. This will keep pumping until the electricity is restored. This, as of today, is $995. That's installed and guaranteed on March 12, 2012. At A1 Basement Solutions, we take care of all the details so you don't have to worry about them. A1 Basement Solutions, no problems, just solutions.
Hey guys, this is Stevewolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll tell you, I learned something. Did you know about this device? Did you know there was a water-operated sump pump? I knew it moved water and worked with water. I didn't know it actually operated on water flow. That is a great device. I can't get over it. Yeah, at first I didn't quite understand what he was talking about, how it worked. You know, I heard what he said, and I'm looking at it, trying to figure it all out. But you know, if you can picture where that the blue piping comes in, he talked about having the plumber bring in. What he's doing is he's bringing a fresh water line. Tap off of your cold water source somewhere, run it over into this. Then what happens is, as the water now is filling up, the rainwater that's collecting in your sump pit, it's building up, rising. Once it gets to a certain point, that buoyancy tank will then rise with the water, and then once it gets to this maximum height, it then mechanically opens up a valve. That valve then allows that fresh water that's just sitting right there ready to flow when that valve opens, now runs in. It's running in. Most water pressures, the maximum I've ever seen is like 60. I mean, you may have some a little bit higher. A lot of times I'm used to seeing they might be a little bit lower. But he said that it would move over 1,000 gallons an hour at 60 psi. So even if it's 50 psi and it's only going to move 800 gallons an hour, you're not going to be getting 800 gallons. I mean, you're fine. That's a great system. I'm not worried about that. But the water will go through. As it goes through, it follows the piping and then meets at the top there, and it goes out with the discharge tubing. It just follows that path. As that is going out, what it's doing is it's creating, as he's calling it, this vacuum. It's creating on a straw, a sucking effect, which is drawing the water up that's in the pit to follow out the discharge piping to go out of the house. Great system. And like he says, it will go on forever and ever unless you shut that valve. If you were to close that valve, then everything stops, of course. But with that valve open and the fresh water running in, that's your public water, as he called it, the city water. Great device, back from 2012. Never heard of it before. Just learned something today, 2017. That's great. Has a kind of a hefty price to it. compared to what some pumps are. But, the fact that there's no electricity to it, you never really have to do anything to it. I think it's probably a pretty good idea. I thought the fellow from A1 did a great job presenting it and demonstrating it. He's probably installed a lot of those along the way. With installations, when things do fail, as a public adjuster, and I am, of course, your friendly public adjuster, we help you as the homeowner to recover from your losses, the damage that you have lost from an event that's taken place in your home. What we do is once we've worked out the details and you have formally authorized us to represent you, we then go to the insurance company on your behalf and state your case of where you have suffered X amount of damages and how you expect to be compensated for those at this point. Once a settlement is created and a check is sent out from the insurance company, we then will have a fee that would be extracted from that settlement there. It never comes directly out of your pocket, and because we work on what is known as a contingency basis, if we are not able to get any funds for you, recover any funds, you owe us absolutely nothing. I think that's a pretty good deal. I mean, we're the one going to bat for you, representing your policy to them, making sure that everything is addressed. And if for some reason, which I have not seen it yet, we're not able to get any funds from the policy, then we don't get paid. So that we truly do partner with you. Either we both are going to win from this, or we both don't win. I